Did you know that a whopping 76% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck? It's quite surprising, isn't it? Did you know that 64% of American businesses actually break even or end up losing money? It's quite surprising, isn't it? Yeah, it's a common thing these days. A lot of people are strapped for cash and have come to terms with it. Oh, they don't have any money left over. Oh, they're really scared of money. Yeah, they tend to spend more than they should. They just don't know how to make money, you know? Oh, they really don't know how to multiply it. It's really far from the truth that the land of the brave and the home of the free. You know, it's really important for people to realize that complaining doesn't really get us anywhere. If you find yourself complaining about not having enough money, maybe it's time to consider working a bit more. If you're feeling like your work-life balance is off, maybe try taking more vacation time and spending quality time with your family. It could help improve the situation. Oh, it's really easy. Instead of just sitting there and feeling like you're losing control, let your actions speak for themselves. Instead of just sitting there and feeling like you're completely out of control, people often say things like, "I can't afford it," or "I can't do that," or "I don't have time," as if it's some sort of escape. You know what I mean? It's so simple for people to say, "Oh, just go to the gym," but they don't realize that it's not that easy for me. And here's the thing that most people don't get right away. Money doesn't actually have value. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the like button and the notification bell to stay updated on our daily videos. Money is like a messenger that carries value. It's the way we show how much something is worth. But the real worth isn't in the money itself. It's in the thing or service we purchase with it, which is why we wanted the money in the first place. That's where the value comes from, you know? Money itself doesn't have any inherent value. So here's the thing. Instead of putting your money into the house, have you considered investing it in your brand? It might be a good idea to focus on marketing and promoting yourself. After all, it's not really necessary to spend a lot of money on where you and the kids live, right? Why is that considered a mistake? Well, the thing is, it's just a waste of money. Yeah, that's it. Oh, a house won't really help you make money. Oh, I totally agree. Having a house doesn't necessarily mean you'll make money from it. Yeah, I've heard that some people believe owning a house can be a good investment compared to renting because it can generate income. However, one thing to consider is that if you live far away from a hospital and need urgent medical attention, it might take longer to get there. Oh, if you're planning a trip to America and have your heart set on visiting Disneyland, you won't be buying a hotel. You'll be renting one. So there's this room, and honestly, nobody really has any negative thoughts about it. They're all just like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go there, use the place, and then leave." If I knew this before, I wouldn't have spent on a down payment in fixing up a house, and instead use it to invest in my business and personal growth. I've noticed a lot of people saying, "Hey, I'm thinking of putting 300,000 pounds into a house and hopefully making 30,000 pounds in return. I'm thinking of buying it for $300, or maybe I'll sell it for a fixed price of $600,000 in one place. What do you think?" But just so you know, a major aspect of your career involves relocating to different places. You might end up moving 4 or 5 more times because staying in one place for too long can make people too comfortable. If you look at rich people, they're always on the go, always moving around, and they don't talk much. Warren Buffett and Bill Gates don't really discuss the homes they live in, but rather focus on the exciting places they plan to visit in the future. They meet money, they meet wealth, and they meet connections. People are stunningly accepting of anything if they actually believe that's the purest form of it. Poverty is passed on. It's taught in your families. Middle classes are taught in families. So the people right now who are sitting at home, who are struggling financially, worried about money, or unhappy, they may be making a lot of money, but they're unhappy with what they're doing. It was probably taught to you. Your super ego was taught. So basically, what you're saying is that it's important to find a job and put in the effort if you want to become wealthy. Some people might think that wealthy individuals are not so great, but it all comes down to your mindset. Money alone won't make a difference unless you change your perspective, right? Yeah. It's interesting how even when people win the lottery or make more money, they can still struggle with the same problems. It's like they still have that poor man's soul, If you're poor, you'll always be poor. It's really difficult for people to understand how quickly the money will disappear. You know how it goes with pro athletes, right? They make millions of dollars. But did you know that about 65% of them end up bankrupt within 5 years? It's crazy. It's because they come from poor families. And you know what? When you mention that to them, they get really mad at you. It's not just a small fault, But yeah, as Mr. Lipton was saying, it's actually passed down genetically. Yeah, it can be pretty scary sometimes. But it's also really fascinating when you fully dedicate yourself to something. Oh, it's amazing how those little gifts just start appearing out of nowhere. It's quite a phenomenon, isn't it? Whenever I fully commit to something, it's like the universe conspires to bring me unexpected opportunities. It's like a surprise package that arrives in a way I never anticipated. Sometimes it comes in the form of hard work paying off. Or maybe it's a person or a voice that guides me in a different direction. It's like an offering that doesn't match what I initially expected. But you know what? I've learned that it's important to keep an open mind and embrace these unexpected gifts. Even if they come in unconventional packaging or go against what I've heard, they often turn out to be incredibly beneficial. So, my advice is that if someone shows up at your door offering help, regardless of what you've heard or how it may seem, consider inviting them in. You never know what positive impact they might have on your journey. That's it for today. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up below, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We post videos every week, so stay notified. Thanks for tuning in. See you in the next video.